What's going on, everybody? Today, we're going to be talking about 4 common challenges women 40 plus face on their weight loss journeys. My name is Caden here, I'm the CEO and founder of Coach Hayward. Over the years, I personally helped over 200 plus women permanently lose weight and make it a lifestyle, not a diet. And I've also talked and spoken with thousands and thousands of women and people about their weight loss journey. So today, I'm going to be breaking down the 4 most common challenges. So we'll talk about myths of what we think stop our weight loss, and we'll talk about what actually how to actually lose weight and what actually causes weight loss. So I want you guys to all have an open mind here. One thing I want you to consider here today as well is that when it comes to my trainings here, I'm not trying to sell you any products. I'm not trying to sell you some keto, certain diet, one way to lose weight, or shakes or pills, nothing like that. This is the latest research. This is to help you actually lose weight. How my own actual coaching business and Coach Hayward works is that I teach you everything basically for free. And if you need that implementation, if you need the accountability, the coaching, the energy, and you want to learn my process and how we help with the habits, all that in-depth stuff, that's where the coaching comes from. But everything else is free. And this is all stuff you can look up on your own to help you understand when it comes to your weight loss, your body, and how it works here. So that's what I hope you get out of this training today, is hopefully shatter some myths that maybe we had when it comes to our weight loss, to help us understand how our body works here and how you ladies can lose this weight once and for all. So if that helps you out today, if you learned something new, all I ask is that you subscribe and like this video so more women can see this, so they can help get back to feeling amazing in their skin again. All right, so let's do this. So if you're wondering, why am I not losing weight? This training's for you girls. All right, that is all you need to qualify for this training. So let's talk about the first things here when it comes to myths of weight loss. All right, so again, hold open mind. So myths of what stops our weight loss. These are like the most 4 common ones. So it's medications, hormones, metabolism, and my body's broken, Caden. So number 1 is that you want to know is that these factors here, they can affect your weight loss, but they're not directly correlated. Like, they're not directly going to make you stop losing weight. Okay, like if you're on a medication, you can still lose weight. If your hormones are wacky, you can still lose weight. If your metabolism is completely destroyed from years of dieting, you can still lose weight. Okay, that's one thing I want you to know. I promise you, these are all factors that will affect your weight loss, but they're not directly connected to stopping you from losing weight. Okay, and allow me to break that down. So medications, so different medications, antidepressants, anxiety medications, hormone medication, whatever it may be, just medications in general we'll talk about, right? What these often do is it's what they change to the individual that causes the weight gain to happen. So let's talk about, for example, certain medications. It can be antidepressants, whatever it may be. A lot of these medications, what they will do here, y'all, is that number 1 is that they could affect your metabolism a little bit, but mostly what I've found is that they can affect your energy levels, they can affect your drive, and also cause you to be more hungry, have more cravings, things like that. All those added on factors, like let's say if we have less energy, less drive, we're not motivated, so we don't work out, we don't move our bodies as much. Then if we don't have as much drive to work on ourselves, we might slack off more. And then with the cravings and how it alters that, like causes us to have more cravings, more hunger, that can make us eat more food, that can make us eat bad food more. And without the drive, we're not keeping ourselves disciplined there. So that's how it affects us, right? It's like what it does to us, like these other areas. And then that's what can cause us to gain weight, right? So when it comes to your hormone side of things, like even if you take HRT, ladies, when you're going through menopause, it's not going to allow you to lose weight. It just makes the symptoms of going through menopause much better handled. So that way you get that drive back if your estrogen levels are dropping. You know, you get that drive back, you sleep better at night, you feel better. And then those things will help make your journey easier because now you're less stressed out. Your hormones are more managed, so you can manage yourself better, with your mental health, with your energy levels, like stress levels, your cravings, all those things there. Because those, like the cravings, the hunger, the less drive, less movement in our bodies, that's what causes the weight gain to happen, which I'm going to explain what actually causes our weight loss to stop here soon. So the next one here, another one, which is very promoted, is like metabolism, right? Now, I talk about metabolism a lot, but you should still know that even if your metabolism is completely crashed and like very low, you can still lose weight 100%. You know, I've had clients who lost over 100 pounds with me, and they stuck at a plateau for almost 4 to 6 weeks, and their body wasn't moving on the scale. It was just natural, the way it happens as you lose weight. What we did here is we put them on a reverse diet. We brought their calories back at the maintenance, and then we added on some more movement. We dropped it back down. They lost more weight and they kept making progress here. So we can fix your metabolism, but also you shouldn't even stress about it, because if your metabolism lowers a little bit, you just counter-react to it with more movement. Make sure you're exercising high protein, and things like that will help counter-react it. So that way you can still lose weight and actually sustain it though long term. So remember, all these things, they all can make weight loss harder. 100%. They can all make weight loss harder. They can affect you in different ways, but they're not going to stop your weight loss. I promise you that. They're not going to stop your weight loss. And this is why, again, I don't do like the whole one size fits all, right? Because every person is individualized. Every person is going through different challenges. If you're on certain medications and we got to stop the water retention, well, we got to hammer that down and focus on lower sodium. Other things that are going to stop, I made a training recently on water retention if you guys want to watch that. If your hormones are off, well, then we want to make sure you're eating the right foods, your routine, your sleep, your stress, things like that are controlled. And then at the end of the day, though, guys, what actually stops our weight loss, though, is mainly two things, okay? Very rarely in my whole career, and again, I've spoken with thousands of people and I've personally helped like hundreds of people myself, very rarely is your body ever broken. Okay, like, and when I say broken, that means like some rare medical like condition or something very, very rare that we just have no idea about, like no specialist knows about, where you've been like 7 specialists and you're just a wonder case, right? Like that is extremely rare. That is like so rare, so rare. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. So what actually stops our weight loss though, y'all, is number one, I mean, water retention can like stop on the scale, but it won't stop fat loss. So for example, if your metabolism is super low and you're in like starvation mode, what we call it, you might still lose some body fat, but your body's holding on the fluid. Okay. And it's trying to hold on to fat. So essentially the scale might not move, but you might lose inches. Okay. So that could be a factor there, but that's still not going to stop your fat loss though. Right? It's just the scale side of things, which is just a headache, right? I'm sure we all can relate on that. Now, what actually stops weight loss is calories in versus calories out. Okay? It's just how much we're eating compared to how much we're burning. That's it. That's it. That is how our bodies work. Okay. We cannot go against it. We cannot alter it. We cannot change it. This is how our bodies work. The natural body works is that so your body has a certain amount of calories that it functions on. So think of calories as energy, right? If I want to live my life, I need to eat, let's say 2,000 calories to be able to live my life normally, to function normally, to move my body normally on a daily basis, okay? So then we'll say my BMR, how many calories I burn per day is 2,000, okay? So I need 2,000 units of energy in order for me to just function on a normal basis. If I go out and I eat McDonald's or I eat like extra anything, I could eat even healthy food, y'all. I could eat the healthiest food in the world. But if I eat 2,500 of units of energy, calories, right? And I'm supposed to only have 2,000 to like normally function. Well, where does that extra 500 go? It's going to go in and store in my body. It's not going to disappear. It's going to store in my body for later use. So I can use up that energy later. Okay. And that's where we gain weight. By doing that over and over and over again, that's going to pack on the pounds. Like they say, it takes 35 excess calories to like gain a pound of fat, and same thing with burning a pound of fat as well. So if you eat an extra 3,500 calories than what your body is daily, like burning daily, that excess calories is going to pack on your body and you're going to gain weight. All right. So that's how weight loss works. We cannot go against that. So that is the biggest thing we want to understand here, because it makes our journey way easier. Like when we can just double down on that right there, it's okay. Now we know the problem. Now we know the solutions, like how we can fix this. Now, again, I want to let you know, your struggles and stuff are 100% valid. Of course, like when it comes to medications, of course, it's going to make it harder with less energy, less drive. That's going to make you want to move less, right? So now you're burning less calories. And then if you get cravings, or less discipline from the medications or whatever it may be, and we eat more food, we eat more fast food because we don't want to move, we feel a little lazier, that's going to make it so we eat more food, so we're more likely to gain weight. It's not the medication itself, it's what it's doing to you, right? So same thing with the hormone side of things, same like stress eating. If you stress eat from your hormones being all wacky, cravings during your cycles, stuff like that. Same thing with metabolism as well. If you have a slower metabolism, now you're burning less calories per day, right? So if you still eat the same as you used to in your 20s, but you burn less calories now, well, then that could be cause a surplus. And now you could be eating more food. It's harder in the Western world as well, because even if you feel like you don't eat much, like you only eat 1 or 2 times a day, if those meals are unhealthy and processed foods, they're going to be loaded with calories. So you're going to be eating a ton of calories either way. Okay. So this is why it's so important that we understand that it's calories in versus calories out 99% of the time. If you want to lose weight, this is how it works here. So that begs the question, okay, so well, how do we set ourselves up for success? How can we make this align where we are aligned with losing weight? Well, we need to make sure we eat less food, right? So how do we do that? By eating foods that are going to fill us up, by eating foods that are going to be lower in calories, and by having a routine that we can actually stick with and manage with our busy lifestyles and stuff. And then after you get that routine set up, then fix the little problems, like fix like the stress eating, fix like the binge eating struggles that you have, fix the little problems as you go, and then just work on getting better every day and just showing up for yourself. And then remove this idea of trying to be perfect, remove this idea of comparing yourself to other people. Just stay in your own lane, focus on what you got to do, and just try to fix all the little problems that hold you back when it comes to calories in versus calories out. And if you can get that right, you will lose weight, you will become the boss of your own body, girls, and you will never have to worry about this ever again. Okay. But it's that one little thing. So mind you, like what I personally do, how I coach my clients, like it's all about how do we get them to eat less food, right? So it's all about building that out for them, getting them to follow along. When they follow along, their plans align with their weight loss goal. Okay. So anyways, that is something to consider. Okay. So I would really consider just being 100% real with yourself. Like, okay, if you're not losing weight and you tried all these things, right? Ask yourself a few questions. Number one, do I know the exact amount of calories that I'm eating every single day? If I was to look back on my whole week, can I see what my 7-day average was? Okay. Do I know how many calories I need in order to lose weight? Ask yourself those questions. If it's no, well, then it's probably the calories that are off when it comes to losing weight. Okay. Now, other things to ask yourself too is like, am I cheating on my plan? If you are following a plan, right? Are you getting into the little goodies that you're not taking account for? You're not adding in the extra calories, or maybe lying to ourselves, whatever it may be. Little things like that. We need to make sure those are on track there. I think this is one of the hardest part for a lot of people, because they don't want to have to count the calories and do the meal plans for the rest of their lives, right? And I would say this is that it's not going to be for the rest of your life. It's a short-term thing until you get the right food habits and everything in place, and then you're set. But here's the thing is that you wanna know your numbers at first. It makes it so much easier. It's very hard to lose weight the intuitive way, where it's I'm eating till I'm full, I'm eating this much protein per day. It's very hard to do that way. Okay. It takes a long time. You have to have a lot of control. It's a lot of factors that goes into that to be able to do that there. But if you want the easiest route to weight loss, it's literally just getting in the right plan, making sure it's sustainable, making sure you develop the right eating habits on that plan. So when you get off the plan, you know, and you have control of your body and you can sustain it forever. And that's what we do for our clients. Like, we don't have to figure out the calories, the macros, the meal plans. We do that up for them. Okay. So that's kind of how it works there, y'all. So I hope you learned something from this, but I want to hear your opinion now. Like, what do you think about this training? Like, did this help teach you something? Do you still feel like you're stuck maybe in these old thoughts, or feel like something still might be off with your weight loss? Let me know what you think here, and I can still help you and give you more clarity. But I promise you, this is the way it works here when it comes to your weight loss. If you truly want to make this change happen, double down on this. It's about calories in versus calories out. You can do this 100%. I'm here cheering for you. And again, if you like this training, if you found this was helpful in any way, make sure you just subscribe and like. And if you do want some personal one-to-one coaching and help and guidance putting this all together, it's exactly what we specialize in, ladies. I can help you get there, guaranteed. You can apply below. There's a link below with the form. Apply, take that action, and let's crush this here. Other than that, though, hope you enjoy this training. Make sure you stay tuned. Many more are coming up here. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys on the next training.